But in business news, trading relations continue to strengthen between Africa and China. For more details on the latest development, Jill Malandrino, our Africa 54 business correspondent, joins us live from New York. Hi, Jill.
Hey, Vincent. I think this could possibly be one of the biggest global business stories for years to come. During the 2016 World Bank IMF Spring Conference, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria said that China has appointed South Africa, Kenya, and Nigeria as its three main trading hubs. This follows the announcement that Nigeria's President Buhari secured an additional $6 billion in US dollars in investments from China.
Now, what is China's motivation in expanding this trade with Africa, and how will it benefit the continent in the long run?
On the surface, China's primary motivation is its desire to secure a solid base of raw materials to fuel the growing economy. I would also argue that China is trying to grow its global political influence, and the emerging markets of Africa present a great opportunity. Africa benefits because the infrastructure is still largely underdeveloped in key areas such as utilities, telecommunications, port construction, and transportation.
Now, is it really so early to tell whether this China-Africa relationship would be a success? Because we know there are people on the continent who are skeptical about it.
Like any relationship, like a marriage, it takes a lot of work. And to be fair, a lot of analysis on the subject slants to what does China get out of this? Civil society groups in Africa criticize China's business practices and human rights issues. There's a fear that it might resort to neo-colonial control. But think of it like this. Chinese-African trade is expected to double by 2020. In fact, it already is more than twice that of the U.S. So if both parties can pass the major tests of trust and healthy business practices, the Chinese-African dynamic could launch their economies to compete with more developed markets like the U.S. on a very major scale.
Be sure we'll be talking a lot more about this. Jill, thank you very much for your reporting.
Thank you.
Africa 54 business correspondent Jill Malandrino reporting live from New York.